Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trade Chef up back with another trade. We're gonna hop straight back into it, show y'all what we got working on. So we got USD ZAR. One of those exotic pairs. I like some exotic pairs. I trade another exotic pair, USD Turk. I really don't watch ZAR too much, but just like in trading, with opportunity presented sales, we definitely gonna take it. So definitely from the title of the video, I'm pretty sure y'all can guess this is gonna be like a head and shoulders move. Um, I already kind of got my trade replayed back. So, we're going to show y'all what actually played out and how I got into the trade. But it's to kind of tell you, I am a long-term trader. So, I went to the weekly time frame. It's really been on the uptrend since it's like about November 9th, 16th. That's when the kind of uptrend started. If you look, price did come to some type of resistance, made this rejection candle. Looks like it made a shooting star, then made like another doji. So definitely where my basis is right now is a lot of indecision, showing me that it could go back down. But again, in trading, you gotta play it both ways. It could go up, so you go to that daily time frame. Already we can kind of see the head and shoulders playing out a little bit, but we're gonna let it play and I'm gonna show y'all. All right, so boom, right there. Right there, this is the head and shoulders. This is on the daily time frame. Anything on daily and weekly time frames, you gotta take it seriously because it's a high time frame. But let's go to the 4 hour real quick. See if y'all can see it a little bit better. So there's the first shoulder, there's the head. The head is the highest point. Then it went ahead and made the left shoulder. So let's go back to the daily. Let's go ahead and mark it up real quick. It's the first shoulder. It's the head. It's the third shoulder. Go ahead and fix this real quick. Sometimes what I like to do too, sometimes I like to go down to the small time frames just to line it up. Just because I like to be accurate. So right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and just line it up, make sure it's straight. Yo. As soon as we got it lined up, we can go ahead and lock it. And lock that joint real quick. Let's go back to the daily time frame. So one thing I learned from another trader I've been watching for a long time. Shout out to Jay Profits. Y'all definitely go check out his YouTube too. I actually learned this from Brush. So I actually been trying to figure out a good way to trade the head and shoulders. So I actually learned this from Brush. So shout out to him. What you're gonna do is gonna go ahead and just cut off the head of the head and shoulders. Just cut off the head. Change this to a different color so y'all know. Just change this to red. Colors are important to me in my charts. Colors represent different. I try to use the same colors on my charts. You know what I mean, so they can represent different things. But yeah, you basically got the head and shoulders right here, y'all. Basically, what you're looking for now, you're gonna cut the head off. Around that, last shoulder. We're just gonna go ahead and line this up a little bit more. And this is a pretty good zone. So pretty much the way it is, price. You want to look for a retest off this zone right here. Usually a lot of times in trading, they'll tell y'all to, trade, when you have a break between the neckline, this the neckline right here. Sometimes, like I said, that neckline break can kind of be a fake out, so it's always good just to actually wait and see if price is going to retest. One thing you can do if price does break between between the neckline, you kind of miss the trade. Sometimes you can get a retest back within this neckline, but again, sometimes it's best to kind of wait for a retest because, again, we all know in trading, price likes to fake people out and get people out of the trade. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to the 4 hour. At this point, I'm looking for an entry right now, my 4 hour. So obviously, this is a head and shoulder showing, a bearish downtrend. So my whole mindset is I need to see some type of reversal candle. I'm looking for some type of reversal candle to tell me, all right, I know for sure now that price is going down. I need some type of reversal. Right now, if you really look, shit really looking kind of good. Not to cuss too much on YouTube, but if you really look, we got a retest right between the zone, which is kind of perfect. Like I said, I just kind of want a little more confirmation. So let's see how it's going to play out. All right, boom. So we got these three red candles. So at this point, my bias is, you know, I think it's gonna go down. I don't think it's gonna go looking kind of good. Not to cuss too much on YouTube, but if you really look, we got a retest right between the zone, which is kind of perfect. Like I said, I just kind of want a little more confirmation. So let's see how it's gonna play out. All right, boom. So we got these three red candles. So at this point, my bias is, you know, I think it's gonna go down. I don't think it's gonna go any, lower below this. So honestly, my mindset, I'm kind of gonna get into the trade early. That's kind of where my mindset is. My bad. Trying to work the screen, trying to make that a little see-through so you can see it. But yeah, I'm gonna have an entry. I would say around here. Like I said, I'm gonna get into the trade early. Now, as far as how we're gonna take profit on the trade, so with head and shoulders is how y'all take profit on head and shoulders. What you're gonna do is you're supposed to line up the head with the neckline, stretch it all the way down where that neckline is. And that's how you're gonna know where your take profit zone is gonna be. So once you do that, come down, I'm gonna put it right between the neckline. So what's that zone looking like? It's about 61.52. So that's a nice little zone right there. The thing about this too, when it comes to head and shoulders, this is supposed to be to take profit, but again, in trading, I would tell y'all, depending on what kind of trader you are, I would kind of play it safe. Me personally, I might move the zone a little bit back. Might even play it around maybe like 58 just to be safe. Because again, in trading, you just never know. When it sometimes it's good to kind of put that your exit kind of close to the zone. Just in case price likes to react and doesn't go all the way there. And again, depending on what kind of broker you trade to, the broker might kind of have high spread. So it's always good just to know the broker spread too, because that could play a part. But like I told you, at this point, I'm getting early into the trade. That's kind of what my thinking is. So put the take profit down there, line it up. It should be good. Excuse me. If you kind of see shit, our trade is about 72.64, so that's good. That's looking what our take profit is. And the stop loss, go ahead and put it between the zone, because like I said, at this point, y'all, I don't think price is gonna come above there again, right? That's what I'm thinking. Really, where we need to see to know the trade is good for us, we need to see a break, like I told y'all on this neckline, right? This right here, so y'all can see. Let's go ahead and make it a dotted line. That's how we got to know the trade is good. So let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Let me stretch it over here. So we looking for some type of retest. Just a little minor retest, not too much. Let's see how it plays out. So you saw right here, price came up. Price came up, got us in a trade at that point. So at this point, we're in a trade. All right. Let me send this to the background. All right. So at this point, we're in a trade, and already we're kind of in take profit. So at this point, we're doing pretty good. We're in a trade. We're just gonna see how it goes. Another thing, not to get off topic, but once I'm actually in this trade, again, I'm a long-term trader, y'all. So usually what I like to do too, I like to see if there's any news going on with my pairs. So again, I looked at all this ahead of time. Again, this is an old trade. Well, this trade was last week, y'all. So just going back and showing y'all a review. Uh, I like to use daily FX, but I ain't gonna lie, I use Forex Factory too. I like Forex Factory. I'm actually show y'all. So if you go back and to last week, again, I changed all my filters to things I like to trade. If you really look, Forex Factory, the thing about them is they don't really have all the pairs. They kind of really have the main ones to mess with. So sometimes you gotta use different sites to kind of find exactly what you're looking for. Again, Zara is kind of an exotic pair, so I had to use daily FX. So if you look ahead of time, like I said, this is all last week. I think it was May 29th. Maybe it was the 30th. Yep. All right. So I said May. I'm tripping. Not yet, man. Y'all don't smoke. March 29th, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. So South Africa got some news. You see the news already came out, but again, I'm looking at this last week, so I'm saying, okay, bet. Some news coming out on the 29th. I think that was 29th was Wednesday. That was Wednesday, right? All right, so cool. Let's go back to our trade. We already in the trade, y'all, like I told y'all. So it's already the 28th. So this is literally the day before. So the 28th, that should be that Tuesday. Yep, that Tuesday. So at this point, we're in a trade Tuesday. So I know for a fact I got to hold this trade for a couple days. I'm really looking to hold it until Thursday, Friday, if I can, just to see how the trade goes. But I know I got some news on Thursday. So again, I'm just telling y'all kind of how I see the market and how I kind of play things out. But at this point, like I said, we in a trade. Let's just see how it goes. All right, so it's coming up. So at this point, it's the 29th. It's the 29th. It's 5 a.m. I actually wake up early to go to work. So at this point, I actually am looking at the chart, driving to work. I'm waiting for this 9 o'clock news to come out, y'all, because I'm trying to see what the news is going to do. Again, the news can do anything. The news, if it really wanted to, it could crash everybody out or it could go your way. But again, look at this white line. That's what we need to know for sure that the trade is going our way. So let's see how it play out. Bam, right there. And that's when the sharks come in the market. Right here, y'all. 9 o'clock. That's exactly when our news came out. Let's look at it. Let's go back where our news at right here. South African news, interest rate decisions. The forecast was 7.5, came out 7.75. The previous was 7.25. So obviously this time was higher. It did better. So pretty much ZAR got the upper hand on the US dollar. So at this point, y'all, our trade is good. We actually in profit. So at this point, I'm just managing the trade. I'm in profit. Usually what I like to do, I'm not going to go over everything. Like I said, this is a quick video for y'all. Depending on how the trade, how the candlesticks form, that's kind of where I'm going to actually put my my trailer stop. Depending if price hits my entry point multiple times, I'll go ahead and move the trail. Maybe after the third time, as y'all see, this is kind of was a straight drop, so we're kind of in profit. Usually after things like this, what I'll do, I'll kind of just base it off the size of the candle, and that's when I'll go down to the other time frame. So let's go down. So let's get rid of this line because, like I said, that was just a neckline showing y'all. So you see, this is a nice candle that printed at 9 o'clock. So at this point, it printed on the hour. I'll go ahead and put it right there. So at this point, if price comes up here and hits this line, I'm out to trade, y'all. I'm out to trade. I'm done. So I still walk away with what? It's about 31.47 pips. Still pretty good, but that's just kind of where I'm trailing it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the trail right there. But let's go ahead and see, how it finishes out for the week. All right, boom. That's how I finished out for the week, y'all. Y'all probably trying to guess on what happened. It didn't go. Yeah, so I actually ended up getting out the trade early. I actually ended up getting out early. I should have actually held it a little longer on Friday, but I want to say I got out of it Friday morning. I ended up, just like I told y'all, taking a couple $100 on the trade. It was a pretty good trade for me. I still think it might go down long term, but again, man, just to be honest with y'all, man, in trading, you just never know, when things are going to happen. Sometimes the market doesn't do exactly, how you map it up. Again, I thought it was going to come all the way down here. It hasn't reached down there, but honestly, still could. I'm gonna keep my eye on the trade the rest of the week. But again, just want to show y'all this quick head and shoulders move. Quick trade in and out. It was a nice little trade. Made a nice, couple $100 off it. Nigga can't even complain, man. We just go do our thing. But I'ma holler at you, man. That's A1 Sheffo. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel, man. Check out the A1 Zone. We keep it going in the Shark Tank, man. We'll keep it trading, man. But I'ma holler at y'all.